At some point after you get divorced, you decide to re-enter the dating world. Everyone navigates it differently. I navigated my re-entry on okcupid.com, a free online dating site, chock full of freaks, nutbags, clingers, and swingers, red flags, dirtbags, scumbags, and hopefully, just hopefully, one true soul that might make a good girlfriend one day. One day, on a Tuesday, I saw a profile I liked, Lexi G, the alternative girl next door type. She was wearing a clever hat and a cute smile. Women always seem to focus on their shoes, but a girl can't go wrong with a hat and a smile. I took a quick look at her summary profile, saw that she was a performing artist, a dancer, gymnast of some sort, and shot her a poke or a flirt or a whatever the hell OkCupid calls it. I told her, like your profile, check mine out. If you like it, ping me back. Later that day, I saw Lexi G had responded. She wrote,
like your profile. How about Barmanica, Friday at 8?
See you then, see you there, I wrote back. Around late Friday afternoon, I found some time to log back on to OkCupid. Username, the Chick Whisperer. Password,
asterisk, 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 asterisk.
that's a good point. I figured I should take a look at the rest of Lexi G's profile to up the odds of having a good first date with plenty to talk about. Now, first date is a bit of a stretch when it comes to online dating. What you're really doing is you're spending maybe a couple hours out to try to figure out if you want to have a real date the next time.
Unless you're looking at Craigslist.
That's true. I read through Lexi G's profile thoroughly, every line, every phrase, every word. And when I got to the bottom of it, I realized in 3 hours, I'll be having drinks with a girl who has no legs. I hope what I did is what mostly everyone would do in this position. I showered up, I put on something nice, and I headed out to my date with no thought of canceling. Oh, and no thought of romance either. I walked into Guernica, and there sat Lexi G. Sure enough, amputee, double amputee from feet to knees.
Something inside you, there's nothing to hide.
A staph infection when Lexi was 21 also required the removal of her fingers. All the doctors left of that poor girl's hands were the palms. Lexi extended her version of a hand toward me and said,
Hi, you must be Eric.
She also said,
So, did you know about me?
I knew what she meant, but for whatever reason I skipped over it and said, yeah, you have a nice little career going for you. I read on Google about a young woman of the same name who was part of some San Francisco-based traveling dance troupe. I figured we'd break the ice with our mutual California connection. When our food arrived, I thought, how's Lexi going to use utensils? But I didn't patronize her, realizing that she obviously somehow handles this daily.
Yeah, no pun intended there.
After a short while, I stopped focusing on how she would manage herself and began focusing on her. Lexi G is the most remarkable woman I've ever met in my life. Her life before the surgeries was remarkable. Her recovery was remarkable. But the life she created for herself after the amputations, most remarkable of all. Dancer, choreographer, painter, doll maker, prosthetics designer. At one point in her career, Lexi G designed a fin and choreographed a routine that she danced wearing it underwater. Another time she developed a routine on stilts, her legs and her arms on stilts. Avant-garde photographers from Paris to Vienna asked her to pose and hung her steampunk image in their European galleries. But what impressed me most about Lexi G was not the stories she told about her amazing life. It was the questions she was asking about mine. Lexi G had a level of empathy unmatched by any other woman I've met on that website. She asked about my career, she asked about my family, she spoke to me and reacted to me like I was the remarkable one. 4.5 hours talking that night. I didn't kiss her, but we hugged goodnight. We saved the making out for the real date that followed just a few days later. I can feel your passion, fire within your eyes. So about 5 minutes into our kissing that night, Lexi pulled back.
Eric, we need to talk.
Lexi said. Is everything okay? I inquired.
Totally. I just need to let you know that I have a boyfriend and we're in an open relationship. Are you okay with that?
I told her something like, I think I need to process it a bit, but I guess it's okay. To be honest, I felt like if I couldn't handle a relationship with an amputee, at least now I was off the hook.
Oh, very funny.
Lexi called things off with me just 1 week later. She told me,
Eric, I feel you're calling too much.
I thought about the handful of texts I had sent that week and the one phone conversation I think that interrupted a date with a real boyfriend and then fathomed her saying,
How powerful is my vagina, Eric? I'm a double amputee with no fingers and I still get more tail than you.
Lexi G would never say that though. We never dated again after that, but we're still friends on Facebook today, and now I see photos of her performing, I see posts of her new loves, and I figure most people see an adventurous amputee. But I think of the 21-year-old Lexi in a hospital room, being told by medical professionals she will die if she doesn't let them kill off her limbs. And Lexi G chose life. I see in Lexi the innate power Freud called Eros, the life instinct. And after the Lexi G episode, I decided to amputate online dating from my life, pun intended. I began to focus less on compiling romantic options and more on just allowing good people into my life and letting attractions happen as they may. It's strange. We go online to find a husband or a wife, and all we need to do is choose life. Rip it up, Steve. Change when I'm looking at the mirror, seeing my life rearrange. Thank you.